Hey guys, welcome back to the My Player Save. We today, in fact immediately, I think if I have my one final training module left to do, we'll be going up to level 32. And by doing so, we should make ourselves slightly higher rated by then earning some extra skill points. I haven't quite made it. Well, that wasn't quite the intro I was hoping it was going to be. At some point today, after this next game with 493 XP needed to get to level 32, we will be getting some extra skill points and making ourselves a better player in the process. We'll be looking to improve our pace and potentially some technical ability as well. Unfortunately, we lost on penalties to Brighton in the Cup last time out. But other than the defeat to Manchester City in the league, we've been in good form with Manchester United. We take on Arsenal at home to begin today. And then there are a couple of international friendlies, which will round out our football today before we push on into the latter stages of November into December. And then, hopefully, the manager will strengthen in January. So, one game at a time. Obviously, we're trying to ensure that we stay in the starting lineup, or at least in the picture for the England squad for Euro 2028, which will come at the end of this season. So I very much want to make sure that I'm continuing to play all of the England games and continuing to perform for England as well. Arsenal at home to begin with. They are below us in the league table at this stage. We are currently 9th and only 3 points off the top 4. Only 8 points off the top of the table. So very much can turn this season around and can go a lot further up the table with a win against Arsenal, we hope. Sheldrup continues at cam. I'm happy enough with that. He's been pretty decent so far. Let's see what our objectives are then for this home game against Arsenal. And from there, we can hopefully have a decent episode. If you're continuing to enjoy this My Player Save, then of course, please do drop the video a like rating and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, to ensure you don't miss out on any more of it. We've got a new club in this save. Evidently, this is only a few episodes in. We've got a new club at Football Manager as well. That's on this channel. We also have a new club in the Glory Hunter as well over on the main channel. So there's plenty of fresh content on FIFA 23 for you guys to soak up. And I'd love it if you could join me on the main channel and on Twitch as well. Link in the description down below. I do live stream the recording of all of my content. Deschamps Bernard could play me in here. And I'll look for Andreas Sheldrup. And he could have found me as well. We might have had the chance early doors to take a 1-0 lead. But unfortunately, not yet. Corner for Arsenal in the 7th minute. Which it looks like they're going to take short. They are. Martinelli to Dubry. Orban to Yashari. Montez's shot is easy enough for the goalkeeper to gobble up. This Arsenal side is relatively unrecognisable, really. And it's probably a large factor in why they are where they are in the league. Carl Hayne in goal at 76. A regen Hurtado. Willie Orban at 80. Cesar Montes at 82. Aaron Trusty at 76. Arden Jashari and Alan Varela, the first player of any real quality in this Arsenal side, at 85. 77 Maitland-Niles. Martinelli's 88. Kozia Dubry at 74 and Esposito at 82. There is no quality other than a couple of players in this Arsenal side. So it's no surprise they are where they are in the league. And it's no surprise that you guys turned them down a few seasons ago when they were a potential to move here. We went to Newcastle instead. That turned out to be a bit of a dud move. But I think Arsenal would have been just as dud a move as well. Robertson forward here to Garnacho. He's hopefully going to go on the overlap, which he has done. And the defender there committed to a challenge. Call for a through ball from Garnacho. And if he can find me, we are in. And he's found me. And we are in. But the keeper's made a save. They've got an 84 rated Emi Martinez on the bench, who they've brought back to Arsenal. But they've gone with 76 rated Carl Hayne in goal. It's frustrating. But I guess in theory it should make it easier for us to score, supposedly. Wait and see if potentially another move could be built here. That is looking for me. I wasn't the man to try and pick out there. I've not got the space to do anything with that. We'll stay at 0-0. Kozia Dubry on the counter for Arsenal. Into Esposito. 82 rated. He and Martinelli will be probably the only real players to offer much quality in their forward line. Evidently there's not much quality anywhere in this Arsenal team, because they just keep giving the ball away. Garnacho in a good position here. I'll hold my run. No, I'm going to get myself in the box. Robertson, Ugarte, Mateus Nunes out on my feet, pulling the trigger. Wanted to shoot, but the defender got a foot in. It's been all Manchester United so far. But only one clear-cut chance that led to that corner earlier on. It's been a case of Arsenal build, Arsenal lose it, we build, and, well, we do the same. Martinelli going on a lovely mazy run and then immediately giving the ball away. Garnacho could come down the line here. I've called for it, but he delayed in the pass. That's a lovely ball. Come on then, let's build and go. Garnacho, call for it over the top. Wasn't the best of balls. My header doesn't find Sheldrup either. This game is lacking any real quality now, unfortunately. Half an hour in, it's still 0-0, and at the moment, that doesn't look like changing. But you can see how poor Arsenal are being. And Garnacho's in here, and that's a great goal. Finally, there is a bit of quality. I get the assist. Garnacho gets the goal. Man United 1, Arsenal 0. Maitland-Niles. Arsenal looking for an instant response if they can find it. Yet to have any sort of chance on goal, really, that has caused us any problems. Varela. To be fair, Varela offers some quality in midfield, doesn't it, at 85. But not having anyone of any real quality... Oh, you've got to save that, Keeps. Alongside him at centre mid or in front of him at cam, he's going to find it difficult. But, I mean, Maitland-Niles has just drifted in there. It's a good bit of movement. It's a good run, but the keeper's got to save that. At 86 rated, and it's straight at him. And he's moved out the way of it. Lovely. His first goal of the season, Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Superb. 1-1 then at Old Trafford. Sheldrup is going to come into me. I didn't expect that. I was hoping he was going to go to Garnacho. Robertson could now go to Garnacho. He's fortuitously found him. Sheldrup will find me. And we'll lead again. I get the goal this time. 2 seconds into the first and only minute of first half stoppage time. Manchester United take the lead again. I'm averaging, or at least I was a couple of episodes ago, averaging 1 goal contribution every single game. Well, we've got 2 in this one now. And actually, something that you guys have mentioned in the comments section I haven't had the chance to address yet was my number. I'm number 11, but primarily I want to be number 10. And I couldn't be because Alexander Isak had that number. But he's now left. I've just recorded that far in advance. I'm only able now to take that feedback on board. And I'd forgotten about it as I started the game. So, after this game, we will change our number to number 10. And we'll alter the boots as well. Varela. And Jashari. Mostly to Dubry. Jashari to Esposito. And Hurtado. Well, it was building quite nicely, that, for Arsenal. But that lack of a final ball has cost them there. And Wimmer has somehow wormed his way through there. Or lift that out wide. Again, looking for Garnacho. Finding Robertson. Spin and look to find Sheldrup. Oh, he took control of the ball nicely, actually, but then the defender stole it off him. Very nearly ended up being a third for us. I'll look for Sheldrup again here, and he's in, and he's scored, and it's 3-1 Manchester United. 2 assists and a goal now for me, and hopefully 3 points for the team. 1 goal, 2 assists, 3 points. Cracking. Esposito plays that out wide nicely. Martinelli has gone on a couple of mazy runs. It's well worked. Gallardo does save it this time. Maitland-Niles going off, and they're making a change. We made a change as well. I didn't actually glance to see what ours was. McTominay on for Will Fish at centre-back. And Maitland-Niles off, and it's Mavididi that's come on in his place. Martinelli bounces off the defender there, then tries to go for a Trevela effort that is comfortably blocked. Oh, I got a little nudge there. I could get in here if Nunez could have played me quicker than that, but not to worry. We've stopped Arsenal from getting a second and getting themselves back into it. And whilst we've got the ball in their half, we won't worry about it. 25 to go. And everything at the minute Arsenal try to build is continually being snuffed out. Very pleased with this performance. After a slow opening half an hour, we've really turned on the... turned on the style since then. 3 goals. Garnacho going off and Anthony coming on. 3 goals, 3 points, 20 minutes between us and actually, hopefully, being 86 rated as well. The young 17-year-old left-back that we signed on deadline day. Fair enough. He's a full-back, though, so I'm happy enough with that alteration. Adama into Mavididi. Keeps has got to cut that out, hasn't he? Esposito makes it 3-2, and the last 10 minutes are going to get a little bit worrisome. Someone's got to deal with that ball, surely. How many men are between that? 2 defenders, 3 defenders in the way, and a goalkeeper, and nobody cuts it out. We better get this bloody goal. Or bloody win, sorry. And we might have to score another goal to do it. It was earlier ABC easy as 1, 2, 3. At the minute, we're not so sure anymore. Anthony in down the line. And he's turned well. And he's going solo. But he's tackled, unfortunately. Bit greedy from Anthony, that. Chelsea have scored a 3rd through Kulusevski against West Ham in a London derby. This is the competitive derby of the mid to late 90s and early noughties, isn't it? Manchester United versus Arsenal. They were the 2 sides that were battling it out at the top of the table, rather than Manchester City and Liverpool as it has been in the past couple of years. Sheldrup can't play it, doesn't need to play it. Well, I'll stick with the ABC easy as 1, 2, 3. But it was a little bit odd. What is also odd is Manchester United fans holding up Freddie Ljungberg's picture, but 1 goal, 2 assists, 3 points is how it ends up. And we'll be happy enough with that. 8.8 rating. And hopefully we can now go and make ourselves 86 rated via going up a level, which we should do. We have done 4 extra skill points as our reward and a trait as well, but I don't think we'll be changing that trait at the minute. And it's England duty next, but hopefully it'll be victory in the derby. We'll praise our teammates because I got 2 assists. They were the ones that scored the goals. Let's go and add those skill points, change my boots, change my number, and hopefully we can be improving everywhere across the board. I've added 4 skill points. I haven't done pace in the end because I think what I'm going to have to do is save for the cheetah archetype to make myself quicker, and that's what we will do when we decide we're going to go for pace, because that will give me +7 acceleration and +9 sprint speed, but I can't get my acceleration any higher than it currently is, and I don't really want 68 acceleration and 79 sprint speed, so I'm going to leave that where it is for now. Our pace isn't too much of an issue at the minute, so what I did do is go put 1 into strength, that gave me an extra 4, put 1 into ball control, which gave me an extra 3. Sorry, an extra 4. Ball control is now 89. 1 into dribbling, which now gives me 90 dribbling. And I put 1 into heading accuracy, which gives me 86 and a +3 there. So I am now 86 rated. I am also now number 10 for Manchester United. And hopefully England too when it updates. And boot-wise, at the most popular request, if I take my webcam out of the way, I am now wearing the Total 90s. So you can see them there. Wearing the Total 90s moving forward, the Nike Total 90s. So that's the situation, both on and off the pitch. So let's go and do some business on the pitch, shall we? We'll advance to the game against Hungary. Hopefully an update to show me as number 10. It's not actually showing that right now, but we should be in the starting lineup for Hungary, and we are 86 rated me, 85 rated Scott. Is that? It's got to be young Alex Scott, presumably, from Bristol City, unless there's a regen that is 85 rated. Alex Scott, supposedly by default, only has 83 or 4 potential. I think when I started this save, he has 87 potential. So that'll be why that will be Alex Scott then at cam, and it is the former Bristol City man. Harvey Elliott, Marcus Rashford, Conor Gallagher, Jacob Ramsey, Chilwell, Godfrey, Gay and Trent, and Jordan Pickford in goal. It's only a friendly, of course, but we want to make sure we're in the starting lineup for the Euros. So I am going to play all of these England games and try and get some more goals and caps for me, for myself, or goals and assists, sorry, as well as caps, if I can. It's annoying that I can't track A, stats across seasons, and B, know how many goals and or assists I've got for my country as well. But it's something for me to take up with the devs rather than complain about in a video, isn't it? We'll go for the shots on target. Hopefully we will get shots and we will get goals away from home against Hungary. Although, the last 2 times in real life England have played Hungary, we have lost, of course. Most recently, by 4-0. So, certainly wrongs of real life to be set right on this occasion. And hopefully we will be able to do that. And very nearly, right from the off as well, although that shot is straight at Galacci. Godfrey's won that back. I'll go for a worldie from distance. Oh! And so very nearly get it as well. What a save by the keeper. That was destined for the back of the net. My heading accuracy is better. My strength is better. Oh, my word. But I'm still not winning headers from corners that regularly. I won that header. Conor Gallagher's effort, he's on target, but Galacci right behind it. That was a hell of an effort from the overhead kick, but let's hope that no one replicates my overhead kick for England in this save. I want my goal to stand alone as a worldie on its own for that type of finish. Don't want anyone else replicating it, otherwise that'll mean that my overhead kick goal isn't quite as special. Rashford, inside to me. Oh, I was going to try and get it back to Marcus, but my touch lets me down. Here's Tiefenbach into Buchta. Hungary might have their first effort. Well, they have. Did it take a deflection? It did. I was going to say, really wasn't very good if that was their that was their first effort of the game. That's a not too shabby header, but thankfully Pickford's behind it. He's going to pump that forward there. Couldn't quite win the header. You can tell it's a rotated side, can't you, with no Foden, no Bellingham, etc. for England, but certainly no Tomori, who's 90 rated as well. But it's absolutely still a strong side that should very much be winning against a team like Hungary. I'm not sure who the second friendly is against. I think it might be Norway. Although I'd have to double check the fixture list to guarantee that. Here is Alex Scott. And Rashford had made a good run, but he ran offside. Chilwell will find him now, and Scott could be in. He's looking for Rashford. He's finding Chilwell at the second attempt. Chile finds Rashi, and Rashi might find... Nope, Rashi won't find anyone, unfortunately. Corner for England then. From that far side. Come on, put it on my head. Oh, my God, was going to go and swivel volley that. Jacob Ramsey into me, I expect. I am not going to shoot from there. There's absolutely no point. That's a good, strong challenge from Hungarian defender there. And now they might break on us. Buchta out to Szoboszlai and Redzic. Hobson out wide here in Pap. It's just good football from Hungary. Again given away though. They're having a similar sort of game to Arsenal, Hungary. I think I seem to delay in that pass. Strike! Good save by Pickford. They're getting to the final third and then running out of ideas. Szoboszlai will take the corner. He's absolutely going to be their highest rated and best player. Although Galacci is probably still pretty decent. Actually, no, Galacci probably has declined by now. Isn't Galacci nearing his 30s IRL? He's 83 rated here. We've got 80 rated Willy Orban, who actually we've just played against with Arsenal. And then 80 rated Damir Redzic up top. And Dominic Szoboszlai is 87 rated. So, yes, their standout star. Ramsey. Oh, that's actually a genius ball by Harvey Elliott. That doesn't lead to the first goal of the game. I am in there. It's a brilliant first-time pass. And I've let him down with a finish. We'll see that pass again. He's just... That's the level of quality we haven't seen too often at any team that we've played in. But Elliott just helps it on its way. It's a brilliant ball. And I've fluffed the finish. It would have been my third shot on target and my score at least one goal. And they even have put my match rating above 7.5 as well. Unfortunately, not to be yet. That's a terrible clearance. I'll flick that down to a teammate. I won't. I'll flick it down to Schaefer. He'll go to Rashford. Rashford will come to me here, and hopefully I'll have runners. Conor Gallagher's alongside me. He might not be at Chelsea for too much longer in real life. Although, as I'm recording this, it is still deadline day. As you're seeing this, it's probably about a week down the line, actually. We've managed to record quite a few My Player videos ahead of time. Corner to come in here. It's decent. I'm up. And I'm up again. No, I'm not. Bowler's done well. Gallagher, I'll call for it here. And I'll hit it. I will not hit it first time. I wanted to hit it first time. Gallagher's hit it first time. It's gone wide. It's 0-0 at the break. This has been a frustrating game so far. But we could have been 1-0 up. But I missed the chance. Ramsey nicely forward in to the midfield. Now, can the midfield work it well to the forward line? Rashford to me. I will look for Scott. Good save, Galacci. That's the highest quality chance we've had since I missed my, I hesitate to say sitter, but straightforward chance. Cross is decent. Boller clears. It could come back to us here. Ramsey with a good turn. And Alex Scott will try again from the next corner instead. That's headed my way. Win this, Ches. Oh, Willie Orban is so dominant in the air. He really is. He's beat me every time I've come up against him, and I felt really confident of actually winning that challenge there. Spandler has stepped in there to take that away from me as it nearly fell. Continually, thankfully, it's just a friendly. We don't need the 3 points, but continually, we are struggling to find a way behind the Hungarian line very often. And each time we have done so far, Galazzi has made a very good save, or I've kicked it wide. I really hope when Euro 2028 comes around, and surely we are in that starting lineup, that England play better than they have done here. The most recent games against Sweden and Denmark, the Denmark game was very, very good. And we battered them. The Sweden game was similar to this and frustrating, and I'm actually being subbed off here for Harry Kane. Only a 6.3 with 12 minutes left to go. We'll simulate the rest. And Szoboszlai scored a few minutes after I left the field of play. So England 0, Hungary 1. And the streak of defeats against Hungary continues for England, which isn't particularly impressive. It's Finland next in the friendly to be played at Wembley. Now this one we surely will win. And the side is changed a little bit as well. So Curtis Jones is into the middle now. Sessegnon at left back and John Stones at centre back. Now Finland should be a walkover, surely. We played them actually in our group, didn't we? Is that the... That might be in the Glory Hunter. I'm not sure. I think Finland might actually have been in both. Go for the passes as the objective. I don't even know if I confirmed that in time. I did. Enhanced target. Well, passes is what we'll go for. Hopefully there's a bit more of an atmosphere at this one. The atmosphere in the Hungary game was a little bit dead. So was the football, really. Want things to improve. I didn't necessarily go off to the best of starts with my 86 rating and my new boots, did I really? See if we can be a little bit more impressive in this game, although on paper, technically, we are weaker than we were in the game against Hungary, but certainly this Finnish side is going to be weaker than the Hungarian side. So, in theory, it should still be... Oh, it's a poor pass. It should still be, hopefully, a game that we can get a convincing win from. I'll lift this looking for Scott. And he tried to flick that on, I think. Is that a free kick for us? That's a free kick for them. Oh, great. Okay, shows I thought was just going to run off the pitch with it for a moment, but he hasn't, thankfully. Alex Scott plays me in. Oh, and I can't find the ball through looking for Harvey Elliott. I've not been great today in an England shirt. The most recent time we had England games, I was poor in the Man United game and then really good for England. This time around, I've been great for Manchester United against Arsenal, but really poor for England against Hungary and Finland. It really doesn't fill you with confidence for Euro 2028, but you pray that the 11 in the international tournament will be better than the 11 as we see it here. You're going to be offside again, aren't you? Yeah, he is. Bollocks. And will actually perform much better than we have done against Hungary in the opening half an hour here against Finland. I am disappointed, but I do have to be disappointed in myself as well. I definitely missed some clear-cut opportunities in the first game. But some of the passing in this second game has been particularly poor from England. Whilst we have the quality on the pitch to be much better, we are not showing it right now. Harvey Elliott found me with a lovely rangy ball earlier. And he's found me again, but I can't get away from the defender. Hamalainen with a throw into Van Arnen. Absolutely no idea if I'm pronouncing these even remotely close to correct. Jakub, back to Oliver. Surely that's not pronounced any other way than Oliver. And Suhonen, Jakub again. Tackle him, well in, Trent, get it forward, get rid of it, do something with it, please. Just run around. No, he's going for the run around option. Trent! Kick the fucking football, mate, thank you. Curtis Jones, forward to me, Harvey Elliott, out wide and onside this time. Nice ball into me. Needed that extra power to make sure it got there. And that's a nice ball into Alex Scott as well. He's a bit outnumbered there, but he's found me. I'm going to find Ramsey, who finds Rashford, whose shot is blocked at source. frustratingly, that's the best bit of football we've put together as a side so far in that first half. Hopefully there aren't too many more friendlies with international football for the remainder of the season. Because if we are going to play international football, I'd like it to mean something. And I'd also like to play in the strongest possible team. Maybe if there's only the odd international friendly between now and the end of the season, I could contemplate simming it if you guys would be on board with that. Or do let me know in the comment section, or if you guys would rather I play through them just to ensure we're still in the fold. I'd hate to start simming some England games and then lose my place in the squad for the tournament. That would be soul-crushing, considering we were in the England fold and then out of the England fold and missed the World Cup in 2026. I really want to be involved in an international tournament for England. Saka, Ramsey, Harvey Elliott to me. Bukayo Saka. Oh, I was playing it the next step. Very nearly. I picked up a knock apparently. Saka to me. There's that winner. Good. I might have picked up a knock when failing to play the ball around the corner, but finally something positive in an England shirt for us over the course of these two friendlies. We lost late on against Hungary. I mean, my guy got up well enough. I don't know what sort of knock he might have gotten. Buried. My first goal with my total 90s comes for my country. Harvey Elliott for Conor Gallagher is the next change to be made. My guy's holding his shoulder, so it might be a bruised shoulder perhaps. If I'd broken anything or dislocated something, you get the feeling that I'd probably have been substituted off after that goal went in. I'm on a 7.7 now. What did the manager want from me? Only a 7.5 actually, as was the case in the Hungarian game. So actually my manager favour will go up with England here, and we'll continue to hold this starting spot, you hope, for the foreseeable future. Do let me know in the comment section whether you want me to continue to play or maybe look to sim these England games in the friendly arena moving forward for the rest of the season. That's a woeful pass from me. Deary me. I tried to play a through ball to Ryan Sessegnon and he's kicked it straight at the defender. That kind of sums up that double header for England, doesn't it? But we got a goal for them. Another cap, or another 2 caps for me and another goal for my country. Wish I could track how many I'd scored though. I'd have to go back and have a look through, but it would take bloody forever to do that. So we'll end the episode with us having won a game for England, not for the first time, and hopefully not for the last either. And tomorrow it's Burnley, Atleti, and Liverpool. We are up to 8th in the table, but with a game in hand on a number of teams above us. Should we win this game in hand midweek against Burnley, we will go at least 5th, depending on what Brighton do against West Ham. At least 6th, if not 5th. So we really could close the gap and start to get ourselves closer to those at the top. The gap at the top could close to 5 if we beat Burnley, which surely we will do. I could do with a good performance as well, actually, because my manager rating is a little bit low. I'll actually train and make sure that's a little bit higher. Drop the video a like if you've enjoyed. Apologies about some of the dud performances with England, but at least we got a really strong 3 points against Arsenal in the Premier League, and we're going to be concentrating on football with Manchester United in the foreseeable future, with Champions League and Premier League football on the horizon. When's the next international break? Well, there isn't one scheduled yet, so it will be, as it stands, the Euros next. But surely there'll be an international break between now and the end of the season. Maybe we just play it. We'll wait and see what you guys say. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Drop the video a like if you've enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Join me on Twitch so you can watch me stream live. Check the main channel page for everything you might have missed in the Glory Hunter. I'm going to stop doing this, and I'll see you next time.